Press play. There's the magic finger. Pressing down. Yeah.
A wrestling club with Darren and Brett. We've got a show that you'll never forget.
Greetings, Grapple fans, and welcome to WFMU's Wrestling Club, the only space that's safe for all wrestling fans, whether you're casual, lapsed, obsessed, or ashamed. I'm Darren Mabey, broadcasting from Jersey City, New Jersey, where tonight we have a most romantic edition of Wrestling Club planned for you. If you want to get in on the action and send us a Valentine, you can call the Love Line at 732-200-CLUB. That's 732-200-CLUB. Thanks for joining us live on YouTube, where we are live every Thursday night. And thanks for joining us from somewhere in time. If you're listening to us from the archive at WFMU.org or on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts or on Stitcher, etc., etc. Like I said, we have a very romantic show for you tonight. It's Valentine's Day week. So with that said, let me introduce you to my tag team partner for life. From coming to us via satellite from Hollywood, California, the Perry Saturn to my Moppy, Brett Davis. Brett,
Wow.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
You got a Valentine this year?
No. And you know that. Rude
That's
question
right,
to
I
ask
do.
when you know the answer.
Yeah, you were upset about it previously.
Yep, very upset about it.
Well, you'll get through. You'll get through another lonely Valentine's Day. You always do.
But, I bought myself some chocolates, and I'm sitting out in my yard with my yard cats. So,
that's right. Yeah, yeah. Shout outs to my girlfriend. So I'm going to say happy Valentine's Day to my girlfriend, Erin, who always listens to the show on Thursday nights if she remembers. So thank you, honey. I love you.
And I love you too, Erin. I'm a big fan.
Yep. Fred does love you too.
Mm-hmm. However, we have a very special guest for this special Valentine's Day edition. A power couple, one would say, in more ways than one. One is a musician from bands like Altered Boys and Black Kites, a deathmatch wrestling icon who you may have seen have a Kenzan pulled out of his skull in a Vice documentary called Bloodlust, or other parties may know him as the bassist in Gary the Squirrel's band. The other person is an indie wrestling star known as the Queen of the Dinosaurs and founder of Dropkick Depression, which is a 401k that informs people about mental health and battles depression, especially in the wrestling community. Together, they're the only couple that I personally know that have had a light tube death match at the Gathering of the Juggalos. Please welcome Terra Calaway and Jeff Cannonball to Wrestling Club.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
I had like jokes ready, and then that was so much better than anything I imagined. I was just like, oh.
No, get them out. Let's hear them.
No, I have nothing now. That was way too nice to conclude by being like, oh, happy Valentine's Day to Darren's girlfriend. Never mind.
Oh.
Yeah, I do a whole thing.
That was way too kind. Thank you.
It was wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, boy.
And also a special happy Valentine's Day to our people in the chat. If you want to call in, be a part of the show, Darren, tell them the number.
The number to call the Love Line to send Brett and Darren a Valentine is 732-200-CLUB.
Mm-hmm.
Also, happy Valentine's Day to the man upstairs, Isaiah, our producer, who makes it all possible every week.
Yeah, in the chat, if you want to tell us what you'd do to us if you had us alone.
What?
I'd also like to encourage that one. I'd like to hear what people want to do to Darren and or Brett alone. Or me. But not my wife.
Yeah, call in and tell us so we can hear your sexy voice.
Yeah, I want to hear you breathe.
Yeah. Only talk about the boys though.
Boys only.
Well, I gotta ask you about the match of the Gathering of the Juggalos, because that's my shit.
Was that like a was that like a honeymoon thing?
Yeah, it was a honeymoon.
Were you married? Hold on, so I don't know anything about this. Were you married? Were you married at the time? No. Were you engaged?
We were engaged.
That like 2 weeks before that.
Yeah, we got engaged July. That was in August, so
yeah,
not very before.
So that's like a little like post engagement. Did Violent J was Violent J like, I'm so happy for you guys.
Did we even see him that? Because I've done the gathering 3 times. I don't even remember seeing Violent J. We saw Shaggy.
We did. But we didn't talk. Like, we were autograph signing.
Yeah. No well wishes from the Insane Clown Posse, either members. It was billed as like a first ever husband and wife death match.
Yes.
And so I felt weird telling him that we weren't actually married. And he goes, "That's all right. Kane and Undertaker aren't brothers either." It's like, all right, fine. That's the rest of logical.
Is that the first? I feel like the only other wrestling couple I could think that if they wrestled would be very violent would be Sasaki and Akira Hokuto. You know, they're married.
There's been other married couples that wrestle, but I don't know if anybody else has done a death match. I know one year, my first year at the gathering, there was a couple that did a death match before, so I don't know if they were married.
No.
No?
No.
Oh. But it was so bad that we got told that we're going to have an uphill battle because their match was so unbelievably bad. And then I guess when they got to the back, they just thought about it, so people thought that ruined the relationship. And now they are. They might.
But you think about that going in, you're like, we're going in. This is a big stage. We got a lot to live up to here. This could be it. We leave it all in the ring. How was your match? Was it a good match?
I thought it was good. It was definitely weird since it was at 3 a.m. and we were both very sleep deprived.
Okay.
And the crowd didn't really care for the wrestling. They just wanted to see you get messed up, and they wanted to see my chest.
Cool. Yeah, that's our juggalos.
Of the gathering of the juggalos audiences, that may be a best case scenario.
Yes, 100%.
You could have gotten the Andrew WK treatment. You could have gotten the Tila Tequila treatment.
Oh boy, I was about to say, honestly, I feel like that is like the most. That's like romantic for them. I mean, I know they were there for the love story.
Sure.
So
I did get smacked by a juggalo mid-match. So at one point she waterboarded me with the ring apron and beer, and so
because that's what couples do.
So I
love wrestling.
I mean, that nice heel move to do to a straight edge.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
We planned on it being Fago, but then as she's coming over, she goes, "It's beer. I'm sorry." So that did happen. And then I went to get a beer to kind of like do a turnaround as fair play. And I went to reach for the guy's beer, and he just smacked me in the face. And most wrestling shows would be like, all right, I have a whole locker room behind me. Like, I'm going to fight this person now. But instead it was, this is your family. I'm going to just take this and go over here now. I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah. Honestly, there was a moment where Colt Cabana had reached out to me saying, "Hey, would you want to do comedy at the not at the gathering, but on a ICP tour?" And
oh boy,
I was like, more than anything. And there was like a good week where I was kind of bracing myself for that.
Yeah.
Touring with ICP and like a weird sideshow act.
I would love to see that. We did watch Jim Norton do stand-up.
Yes.
And weird, the crowd just kind of yells at him the entire time.
He talks like a champ, though.
He did very well, though, yeah.
Well, I mean, he's dealt with tougher crowds.
Yeah, I would say his comedy is a little different than yours, but just even him, they just yelled at him the entire time. It's very strange. Yeah, and then a mortar went off a couple feet from the stage and made for one of the weirder moments I've had at comedy shows.
Wow. Well, let's get into the wrestling news. Darren, we've had by the way, I should say, we'll be playing a very special edition of a game you may know as the Newlywed Game, but Darren, we are calling
a match made in heaven.
So, that's a look forward
Wait, hold on.
to.
What was it called?
The match made in heaven.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't hear what that man screamed.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure everyone was understood. Yeah, we're gonna be playing the match made in heaven. Where, two married couples, one married in real life, one married not so much in real life, compete for. And we'll talk about it when we get to it. First, we got to get to the news. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Special, Darren?
What's that?
Were we ever married on the special?
We have married and divorced multiple times. So It's fine.
Vic and the Moose got married, right?
Vic and the Moose did get married, yeah.
Right,
and happily they lived. Wait, nobody knows who that is.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so we've got two deaths to acknowledge this week. Last week, the natural Butch Reed, and then shortly after, Leon Spinks, who is better known for his boxing career, but also wrestled a lot in Japan and FMW.
yeah, against Leatherface.
Such a weird fit, and he'd have his boxing gloves on and everything as he's like fighting Onita. So yeah, sad to those, but if you go to our Instagram, Wrestling Club WFMU, there's just a treasure trove of really great Butch Reed clips.
Butch Reed was a guy I feel like I overlooked for so long because he was like he had that weird run in WWF where he had his hair dyed blonde. It was like a weird mid-card run, and I learned now, and like this week, that he was just not into it. He wanted to retire and go home. But yeah, the clips you pulled were really great, Brett. Really
There's one that could, like, if you imagine the Soul Glow ad in Coming to America, but it were just close-ups of his muscles, like drenched in water. It's incredible, and I really recommend people check that out. In other news, Bad Bunny is going to be wrestling at WrestleMania. He'll be teaming with Damian Priest, I guess.
Yes.
I don't think it's official. The Archer of Infamy.
Oh, wow.
That's right, he is. Look at that sexy 41-year-old man. The kids are going to go wild for him. You know, he is.
The nickname, the Archer of Infamy. What does that mean? His character is not an archer necessarily.
No, he doesn't do archery.
He could,
yeah, he got long arms.
Yeah.
He said he's more of a rock and metal guy, but he respects Bad Bunny. So I think it's fine. I don't know.
That's all it takes to be a tag partner. You gotta respect each other.
Damian Priest looks like a villain in one of the Crow movies. Leather
but like
pants.
not one of the Crow sequels.
Yeah, like a made-for-TV Crow movie.
He's one of those guys that is like a good wrestler, but like Triple H got way too like create a wrestler with him, and now he's the Archer of Infamy, and it's weird.
Jeff, Terra, did either of you interact with Punishment Martinez on the indie scene, or?
I never did. No.
I met him literally once, and I think it was his last show before he went away. And all I remember was he yelled at somebody, like one of the students at his school. I don't remember why, so it was a terrible story. But that was the only time I met him where he yelled at somebody, main event, and then I never saw him again. So yeah, I'm sorry, I got nothing else. That's all I remember. I think somebody was like joking around when they were supposed to be training, and he pulled rank on them and yelled at them and talked about how he definitely did mention he got signed. I remember that. But like I don't know him well enough where I want to make fun of him for that, because maybe that was like, it's his home school. Maybe he was real proud of himself, and good for him. But
yeah,
that's all I really know about.
We'll do it.
Yeah, you guys can.
Yeah, we'll make fun of him. Yeah,
I was gonna say I didn't know what Bad Bunny looked like, but I had heard he's supposed to be like the new like Spanish sex symbol guy, and this picture is not doing him any favors. No. I expected more.
He is hot. He is hot. I'll say it. He's hot.
I'll say WWE has such a bad track record with like celebrities. I'm fine with this one. I think we talked about it before, but
yeah, definitely.
I mean,
he's like
also
a real pop star.
Yeah, and he's also
he's
a real
relevant.
fan. His song Booker T is on the charts now. If you had the choice, what wrestler would you have, like, because like Migos had the Ric Flair song, Bad Bunny has a Booker T song. Who would be the next wrestler you'd want to like cross over into the basis of a weird mainstream pop song?
Doesn't Bowling for Soup have an Alexa Bliss song?
Bowling for Soup has an Alexa Bliss song.
I wouldn't call them mainstream pop.
It's not helping.
But like, all due respect to Bowling for Soup.
I'm gonna say I would hope somebody would make a song about Orange Cassidy. He's a cool guy.
Okay.
I think that would translate well with the kids. Like he just doesn't care. He's just there to do his thing, and he's also the best dude in the world. So I hope somebody cool makes a song about him. Maybe I can't think of a famous rapper now. Oh, I just did terrible.
Post Malone. There you
Post
go.
Malone. Yeah, let's hope for a Post Malone collaboration.
For me, my pick, I'm going to keep it close to Wrestling Club's heart. I'm saying Leapin' Lanny Poffo. He's already a poet. Poetry is just one step away from being a lyricist. He did release a 45 in 1979. That is very pro-police. He loves the cops. So
that'll do well now with a certain audience.
With a certain part of the population, that'll be really big. So I'm saying Leapin' Lanny Poffo.
That's
maybe not great for the hip hop community, but
why not? He's
rhymes. A poet.
His poems rhyme. That's all they do. They have A-B.
I would pick, there was Sicko Mode was the big hit last year, 2 years ago, and I could see Psycho Sid being something like that. I'm about to go Psycho Sid. And maybe that could. And remember, Psycho Sid, there was a moment, and we'll post the picture of it, where Psycho Sid had a Steen haircut for a minute. He straightened his curly ramen hair, and he had this weird
I remember this.
That's so weird. Sid Vicious with straight hair is a nightmare.
Yeah,
pure nightmare
at all. And I'm surprised because I love Psycho Sid.
Are you a big Sid guy?
I loved him when I was a kid. Yeah.
Me too. Sid Justice totally got screwed by Hogan in Royal Rumble '92. 100%. Unbelievable what they did to him.
Thoughts?
I have none on Psycho Sid. I'm sorry.
Does anybody remember the song a few years ago? I don't know how mainstream it was, but it was definitely around. I feel like, Darren, you would be with me on this one. It was a rap song. I don't remember who it was by, and it was called Hacksaw Jim Thuggin'.
Oh my God, no! But it sounds great.
It may have been Hacksaw Bin Thuggin', but I feel like I'm making that up. That might be too far. I've probably played this for you at some point.
Hacksaw Bin Thuggin'. That's really great.
I think showed me the Chavo Guerrero song.
The what song?
The Chavo song.
Oh, the Mountain Goat song?
Yeah.
It's a little left turn. It's a great song, though.
It's the only one that I know.
Shout out to Darren's big fan, John Darnell.
It's true. John Darnell accidentally received my WFMU marathon premium last year. I don't know if he listens but I definitely mailed it to him. So, John, if you're listening, I have your address.
Just if we could get my visual on the screen here. This is Psycho Sid. I don't know how well you can see it because it's coming off my phone. Oh
my God! Yeah, no, I can see it a little bit.
I will post to Instagram.
He looks like Stunning Steve.
Yeah, he does a little bit. This is around the same era where Ultimate Warrior had an Asking Alexandria boot camp. Same sort of target.
Perfect.
Here. NXT takeovers this weekend. Any thoughts? We got Pete Dunne and Finn Balor. We've got the end of the Dusty Tag Team Classic. MSK, the former Rascals, taking on the grizzled young veterans. And three-way Mercedes Martinez, Io Shirai, and Toni Storm. Any thoughts on these?
No.
Okay.
I haven't watched NXT. I don't know. I did wake up. I fell asleep during Dynamite last night, and my YouTube TV started playing NXT afterwards. So I did wake up to the Johnny Gargano segment with William Regal, which was great. I did love that segment. Mm-hmm. So I guess I'm excited for Kushida and Johnny Gargano. I guess as excited as I'm going to be for a takeover match in 2021. I don't think it's NXT is a little cold. I don't think that's a stretch to say.
I haven't been paying attention, but when you mentioned the Rascals and that, I was like, oh, I do want to see that, actually. I haven't seen them on NXT at all. And I definitely crossed paths with them a lot for a few years. So you may have just sold me on NXT more than the WWE has sold me on NXT in probably years. So
wow.
Good job, Brett.
Good job.
And then wait, who are the grizzled young vets? Is that Kushida and Gargano?
No, They are. God, I'm blanking on the names. One of them I really like.
Isn't it Timothy Thatcher?
Nope. That's.
Oh
they
no,
didn't
Oni
make
Lorcan.
it.
Oni Lorcan.
Nope, not that.
No, it's not Oni Lorcan. Well, what do you want me to
It's
do?
So confident.
a British team. Zach Gibson and James Drake. I really like Zach Gibson. He was the
Really?
guy.
It's not Oni Lorcan.
No.
Isn't he in a tag team?
He's in a team with Martin Stone, whatever his name is.
And what are they called? And what are they called?
They don't have a name.
The Grizzled. No, they're. This sucks. NXT sucks.
I'm so glad that Terra noticed this when you just confidently say like, "No, you are wrong," and I'm just like looking at a picture of the grizzled young veterans with the words "grizzled young veterans"
Brett?
next to it.
You know what? Confidence can get you far in life. Okay.
Zach Gibson was a UK guy. From what I think one of the few non-problematic ones, but who knows?
Well.
And he would cut these promos and the crowd would like Vicky Guerrero boo him and also hold up a shoe. It was just like some weird UK thing that I admired.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, in AEW news, our favorite, if there's a Wrestling Club Hall of Fame, we'd have Judy Martin, we've had Lanny Poffo, and we'd have Maki Ito, who is feuding right now with Jim Cornette. The rare
Twitter.
Tokyo Joshi versus NWA 86 feud. Jim Cornette posted she posted a tweet that said, "I am the god of shit and piss."
That's right.
Or love and piss, sorry.
Okay.
Which is kind of your standard Maki Ito tweet. We've talked about her on the show before. You know, she just kind of is learning English and is learning the bad words first. And Jim Cornette replied to this with his own style of Cornette impression.
And Twinkle Toes gets another of his fetishes job on TV, while many talented pro wrestlers sit idle. Better brush up on being a deity of shit, because she'll be seeing plenty on AEW TV.
Sounds pretty good. I've been
Jim
practicing
impression.
Yeah, it's like he's here.
It sounded like if Jim Cornette was a puppet.
Well,
I'm all for.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, there's
better
like
as a puppet than a man.
The obvious homophobia of him calling Kenny Omega Twinkle Toes, and then the obvious like sexism of like just assuming she's a bad wrestler, which she's not. And then she had maybe the ultimate reply to Jim Cornette, which is, "I am deity of shit." Along with a photo of herself pretty much naked, covered in chocolate, but you could assume it's shit.
Now, did Cornette reply to that? Because I think he's someone who knows when he's beat, right? No, maybe not. Maybe that's not something he knows.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's met his match with Maki Ito, who
without a doubt.
It's like gimmick is like, I am gonna shit on trolls. She taught me the word simp, which is so amazing that that doesn't know much English can teach me words. I'm a huge fan of Maki Ito. She wrestles this Monday, unfortunately on YouTube, but she's wrestling Ryo Mizunami. Is part of the women's tournament that AEW is running. I'm so excited to see her translate to an American audience, or what she has planned.
Brett, do they have a timetable for this women's eliminator tournament on AEW?
I don't think so. I just know that this match was announced and it's happening on Monday. So I'll be there with my little Maki Ito flag.
Yeah.
Waving at. I don't know. Anybody else have any thoughts on Jim Cornette? Maki Ito?
I listen to Jim Cornette a lot, and she gets real mad at me.
Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette is my wrestling guilty pleasure, without a doubt. I mean, I loved Jim Cornette as a manager, and as just a performer in the 80s and 90s, right? And then, he got his podcast, and I was like, this is great. And then You know, as soon as he starts talking about modern wrestling, it's like so bad, and now it's like, oh god. And his co-host is
he's the worst.
He's so bad. Brian Last is terrible. I'm calling him out now. Like, Brian Last, come at me, bitch. I don't know.
I know
he's
he lives
from
in New Jersey too, right?
He lives in Jersey, and I don't want to say too much, but he's around.
I'll ask you later.
And
Darren, we should do a G Raver did and make a shirt where it's a bloodied Brian Last.
Oh my god!
Hey, you'll win the
Let's sell
lawsuit.
it
We all
on.
found that out.
Yeah.
But,
Wait, what happened with the lawsuit?
Oh, G Raver won.
Oh wow, great!
He won. And then, shockingly, Jim Cornette stopped talking about it altogether. I don't think he ever even brought it up again.
Yeah,
But yeah. You can now buy that Clownette shirt completely legal. I don't know where. I should know
So
my
funny.
stuff then. But every time I've seen him wrestle since that whole thing, there's been some sort of chant about Jim Cornette being terrible, and G Raver's just riding that wave now, which is good for him. It's awesome.
Is he also wearing like designer clothes or something? It's like kind of like showing off.
I truly thought it was a gimmick. I thought that Jim Cornette was just doing the Jerry Lawler ECW gimmick where he hated it and then he would show up. But that's pretty clear that's not going to happen now. Because he's a fucking idiot.
I feel like it probably started a little bit more gimmicky, and then it just got to the point where it wasn't anymore, and now he's just kind of lost in this character. He's also old, so maybe he doesn't even really fully know anymore.
Yeah, he is old. Yeah, he's old. He had a lot of head hits.
Destroyed his knees.
Yeah, I watched Starrcade 86 the other day, and he falls hard.
Still uncomfortable to watch. I watched it recently too, actually, and it was still like, this is gross. I hate this.
Yeah, he breaks his leg, and he's so sad. And poor Big Bubba is just like shocked he didn't catch him. It's really funny. Oh boy.
Well, and finally we have some apropos news for our Valentine's Day episode. Breaking news. I think it just happened a few hours ago, or maybe last night, but it was announced only an hour ago that Mia Yim and Keith Lee are now happily engaged. A challenge to your power couple status. But there's the happy couple. You may know Mia Yim as Reckoning in Retribution, which is unfortunate. And you may know Keith Lee, a former member of the WWE roster, which has been off TV for weeks.
That's right.
The best.
Well,
guy.
they had COVID.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I guess that's a thing to do while you're like bored at home.
Yeah.
Just go catch COVID real quick.
Get happy, good for Keith Lee and Mia Yim. Mia Yim kind of scares me. Reckoning, a little bit of a scary wrestler, I guess, if you're scared of things like that. I did watch Raw this week, and I saw Mustafa Ali. He was on commentary.
Mustafa.
What's that?
Part of his thing, he insists you pronounce his name correctly. It's Mustafa.
Okay. First of all, I didn't know he had a first name anymore because it's WWE. But his commentary style is literally just yelling. It's really bad. Did you hear my commentary? It's not good.
I haven't watched it.
Just like, you will. Just yelling. It's not great. But, I mean, he's in a bad place, I'm sure. He's in a terrible... His job is horrible. He's got a terrible job.
Well, I like him a lot. I think he's great.
I like him too. I do like him too. It's just, the gimmick is sad.
He's doing the best with what he has.
Yeah.
You're right.
I think.
And,
I haven't watched it, but I assume he is.
He is. And congratulations to the happy couple. Always great to get some newlyweds in pro wrestling. Always love that.
Would you consider yourselves to be newlyweds still? I don't know when that title wears off.
Once the 1 year anniversary hits, then you can't really say it anymore.
And we're
good for the purposes of the game. We changed the name from the Newlywed Game to
The Match Made in Heaven.
We still got 3 weeks
Very
until
yeah,
our anniversary.
We got 3 weeks till the 1 year, so we'll still be technically newlyweds, but it doesn't matter because the game is, got a different name now.
Yeah.
A match made in heaven!
Just wanted to make sure you know.
One. Yeah.
Yep.
Shocking.
So, let's, Darren, can we get a little romantic game show music? I know that's kind of a hard ask, but. Perfect. Welcome to a match made in heaven. Today, we have two couples that will test their intimate knowledge of one another. Music question.
I gotta try this.
Have partner get everybody else. We'll ask questions about their profession. See if they answer correctly.
Brett, you're gonna have to redo that. I don't think we heard you.
Yeah, I think the music ruined that whole thing.
I forgot the music can't be turned down.
Oh,
Sorry. Okay, little technical issue. It's no problem.
good. I could use a redo.
Just do what you're doing.
All right. Welcome to a match made in heaven. That's right. We will ask these two couples intimate questions about each other and see how well they know their partner, be it romantic or radio. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask questions to each of you, see if your partner answers correctly. And because it is Wrestling Club and because we have some wrestlers and wrestling fans here, they will be mostly wrestling related in some way. So who wants to go first?
I guess I will.
All right. Terra
Ladies
Calaway,
first.
queen of the dinosaurs. We're going to see how well you know Jeff Cannonball. Okay. So we're going to start out with this question. Now, Jeff has already been asked these questions. We have his recorded answers, so he can't change them in the moment.
Okay.
All right. Question number 1. Past or present, who is Jeff's dream opponent?
Hornswoggle.
Wait,
That is.
are we doing this backwards? I never answered this.
What?
Wait a minute.
Brett.
Yeah.
Okay,
Brett.
I just want to pull the curtain back. Brett has never played a game before. He
Okay.
only played as a child. He only played solitaire and the throw the ball against the wall game. All right, he's not so sure how games work.
Wait, no, we had Jeff.
So yeah, you were supposed to ask
answer.
me that,
Yeah.
and then I would answer, and then you have her recorded answers.
Yeah, all right. I fucked it up.
But
Oh my god!
I will say
I-
this.
I thought so much about it, and then I realized.
I will say that though,
Well-
Hornswoggle 100%. I wouldn't have even had to think about it. He's been my dream opponent for 3 years now. I think.
I knew that.
I've offered to work companies for free if they book me against them, and still hasn't happened. I did once cry talking to him, so that's we had that together at least.
Wow.
That's
What
nice.
happened?
So
Get
he
hurt.
no, it's a little more serious, but I don't even care at this point.
Uh-oh.
So he wrote a book, and it's honestly fantastic book. But at the end, he talks about his grandfather dying, and my grandfather had just died, and so I was losing my mind reading, of all people, Hornswoggle's book, like bawling. And so next time I saw him, I tried to bring it up, and I thought I was like good to go, and then nope. Everything started going. He gave me a little hug and said that this was real life and he's glad we had the moment. And then I made sure to tell him I still want my match with him, which he knows, and he said he would love that. So
One of my favorite things on WrestleMania weekend last year was Scott Steiner versus Swoggle, and Scott Steiner came out to Short People by Randy Newman, but not ironically.
Of
Like
course
the
not.
irony was stripped of the song. It was so funny. He's just like conducting it like he's never listened. I just want to imagine Scott Steiner listening to like 70s Randy Newman, just being so into it. But that's all right.
Yeah, Jeff, do you have like a planned spot in mind or anything you'd
of
want
course.
to do with him?
So
You got the whole match.
So probably more than one, but the one that like made me want this at first, he's a big, and people don't really know this, I don't think, huge deathmatch fan. He like owns a bunch of old tournament deaths on DVD and all that. So first time I met him, he knew who I was, and like we talked about a whole bunch of wrestling. But I had this idea because we have to do some, he says it, so I'm going to say it, midget wrestling spots where I'd pull out a thumbtack bat, obviously go to swing, he'd step on my toe, I'd bend over, drop the bat, and then he would get me in the head with the thumbtack bat. And because of that, I was like, I got a whole match ready. And
Wow.
still waiting for it.
The
We'll get
comedy
it.
death match.
Yes, exactly. Which is basically what I do now. I do a whole lot of comedy in death matches, which I'm okay with.
I love that.
It's all I got now.
Well, perfect. Well, Tara, now I have a question for you. We'll bounce back and forth.
Yes.
Okay. What 3 wrestling figures, past or present, would you invite to a dream dinner party?
Oh my god. I have no idea.
I had no problem with this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Victoria? William Regal? I don't know.
I think present too.
Oh, you're just nudging? Will you... does it count friend? Like Orange Cassidy?
You got 2 out of the 3. That's pretty good. That's That's a win in my book.
I got Regal and Cassidy.
Oh wow, who's the third?
I put Mordecai.
What?
Always, everyone's number 4.
Because he helped me on the plane.
Yeah, she was really drunk. You tell the story.
We were both on a show and we both had a flight at the same, we were going to the same connecting city, and I was still very drunk when I got to the airport. So he basically babysat me in the gate on the plane and then made sure I got to my next gate.
And I think he deserves an invite to dinner for that.
Yeah, very nice. Very
Absolutely.
nice.
But you'd be pissed
Very
off
nice.
if Kevin Thorne showed up. He has to have the bleached hair and everything. There's a clip, and it's another thing we'll throw up on the Wrestling Club Instagram. In doing our research for our Brawloween special, where we had all sorts of spooky wrestler guests, we weren't able to find Kevin Thorne, but we did find that he has these ads he does. He's a lawyer now or something, and he does ads in character, wrestling themed ads. They're really great, and I will throw them up on our Wrestling Club WFMU on Instagram. Okay, Jeff, back to you. All right. Which deathmatch moment of yours... Wait.
Jesus, Brett.
Sorry. Which deathmatch moment of yours has made her cringe the most?
I'm going to go with the one that made her cry, where I had, and this was all my plan, I had somebody put a bed of nails on my back as I laid down, and then he jumped off of the top of a 15-foot, give or take, scaffold, and double stomped it into my back.
It sounds like the right one, unless you've done multiple scaffold matches.
No, never. I hate them. That was my way of getting out of not falling off it, was doing something gross on the ground involving it.
You also mentioned that there were tattoo needles in the palm.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure if he was going to take it as what made me cry or what actually made me grossed out. Mm-hmm. But him taking tattoo needles to the palm made me want to puke. The
aforementioned G-Raver, he is known for putting tattoo needles in people's heads. And we had a match, and I said, hey, how about we ramp that up a little bit, and you put them into the palm of my hand. And the entire venue was very uncomfortable with that. Including me. It was a terrible idea.
Yeah, no, it sounds horrible.
Horrible, yeah, horrible thing.
What a beautiful romantic setting we have, Darren.
It's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the imagery we want for Valentine's Day special. Okay, back to you, Tara. If you had to pick one wrestling theme to have your first dance at a wedding to, what would you pick?
Oh my god.
I can tell I got it wrong already.
So first dance?
Yeah, they're like, let's...
I would have to...
Mean Gene would say, let's welcome the bride and groom for their first dance, and then this music would hit.
Is it Cheese gonna go with Macho Man?
We're talking the graduation song.
Yeah, because for some reason that's the only thing I can think of that's like remotely kind of like wedding-y.
Well,
I don't know.
We
Jeff says-
actually have a note from Macho Man.
I'm getting married!
Thanks, Macho Man.
I don't know. I've never thought about something like
Well, yeah, I
that.
don't think you're supposed to think about something like that.
I have thought about it.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
me
had a
too.
wrestler entrance music to come in for our first dance.
I'm willing to admit I was wrong on this one.
I
Yeah,
don't-
Jeff picked the Ultimate Warriors theme.
Wow.
You picked your favorite wrestler.
Well, I mean, it's not all about you. Maybe you'd be like, I don't have a choice, so I'm gonna defer to hubby's favorite.
Yeah, in fairness, I didn't have a choice on our actual first dance.
Yeah, but you picked the walkout music, which was LOD.
Oh yeah.
And I had the AEW women's title because Nyla was the champion at the time and was at the wedding.
Oh wow, what a
That's
dream.
cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, that was one where I was like, I'm just gonna go with what I think played at our wedding. I also thought we walked out to Ultimate Warrior, but you're right, I forgot about that.
What did you pick?
Whoa.
Wait, did we go to?
No, we came out to LOD.
Oh, okay, yeah, we did.
No, we didn't. We did come
we
out to
did
Ultimate
go to
Warrior.
Ultimate Warrior
Because
we ran.
yeah, we ran, and I made two of the groomsmen lock hands so I could shake them like they were ropes.
Oh.
It's my day.
We were gonna have the LOD song because Paul Ellering was supposed to be the officiant.
Yeah.
Because
Oh my God.
What? What?
You tell it.
I'm really close friends with Rachel Ellering, and I
His
asked
daughter.
her if her dad would be interested in doing it, and we kind of like got into the starting phases of it, but then we realized how expensive a wedding is, and we kind of had to cut costs, so we ended up not doing it. But we were gonna come out to LOD.
Yeah.
He's gonna be there.
No.
Because he would have pulled out Rocco.
That's all I would want. That's all I would want.
Oh,
Like,
my
oh,
goodness.
you ugly people. like roasting you.
The worst.
Like, up your nose with a
Oh.
rubber hose. Rocco, former guest of the wrestling club.
Yeah, a member of Wrestling Club. Check the archive.
Well, yeah. What song did you pick for your dance, though?
I'm a nerd, and I love superheroes. And there is a musical episode of The Flash, who is my favorite superhero.
Uh-huh.
And there's a romantic song in it that I picked, and we did that.
Beautiful.
I've never
That's very
seen an
nice.
episode of Flash.
You
Rose
have
went
not.
with it.
You hate superheroes.
I don't know what I would have picked, so that one.
Yeah.
Honestly, Brett, this sounds like our romantic relationship.
Yeah. This is our dream wedding. I bet we would choose like
Yeah.
a different superhero song, but probably a superhero song.
It's gonna be it's just gonna be the Marvel music volume 3 or whatever. Just the orchestral swell. The one they use in every one of those movies, but that's neither here nor there.
All right, Jeff. Besides your wife, who is your present day pro wrestling crush?
Asuka.
Ding, ding, ding.
Wow.
That's
I've
a
often
good
said
one.
that I would pay money to let her just kick me as hard as she can kick me.
She would do it for money. She would.
Is it the spitting,
Oh, sure.
the misting?
I mean, how far do you want to go on here?
Wow.
Because yes.
Again, if you want to call in 732-200 with your Asuka misting erotic fanfic.
please call us up and make us horny. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, you know what? Hold on. We got a special guest who wants to say something.
In the spirit of this romantic occasion.
Oh, that's it. Okay, that's all Lord Al had to say.
That was all.
Never mind.
I appreciate you dropping by.
He's a little, he took a couple judo shots to the head in his judo Al Hayes days, so it's all right. You got our next question, Brett?
Yeah. All right. So, when it comes to making whoopee, which wrestling name, and this is a question for Terra, would accurate? Or no, this is a question for Jeff.
Okay, I was gonna say, I
Oh
don't
my God, you are so bad at this.
We're getting there.
Then you do it.
I don't have the questions.
Which wrestling name would accurately describe you in the bed?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know what
Sounds like
happened.
we have
Hang on.
sounds like we have a plug.
Sorry.
No worries.
Where's that coming from?
There it is.
Don't mind me.
The
Don't know
question
what's happening.
used to redo.
Oh, but I can't hear anything now. Hang on.
Sorry, everybody.
No,
You
you know
want-
what? We'll just, I think Weird Al, Lord Al has something else to say.
But I don't think I have ever seen anything quite as beautiful.
Oh no, that was Mean Gene. I always get those confused. Those little men, those nice little men.
That's all right. I think you're back.
I'm
You
back.
can hear?
Yes,
Okay.
I can hear.
All right.
Sorry about that, everybody.
So, when it comes to making whoopee, which wrestler would accurately describe you in the bedroom? Would it be Big Boss Man, Isaac Yankum, Spanky, the Gobbledygooker, Necro Butcher, or Tony Schiavone?
Jeez. I'm gonna go Gobbledygooker.
No,
Which
Necro
one?
Butcher.
Jesus.
That doesn't sound good.
Wow, you guys got a lot going on. That's a lot. That's a lot to say. It's a lot to handle.
Yeah.
I don't think of the gobbledygooker in a sexual way, so I couldn't.
Those slender legs.
Well, that makes one of the four then.
Oh man. Now I know I need to grow a beard and get a big pot leaf tattooed on my chest or arm or whatever he had as.
No, I don't care. No.
Tara, if you could change one thing about Jeff's wrestling persona or performance, what would it be?
Oh, that he would stop headbutting people.
I think that falls under the correct answer. Less unsafe ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, less unsafe
That's
ideas.
so unsafe. Stop doing it.
It's probably one of the more
right.
unsafe things I do. I don't do it as much anymore.
He will ask me a question and then 10 minutes later ask me the same question.
Oh no.
Completely like it's nothing.
Oh boy. Oh,
I'd like
boy.
to welcome our next guest, Chris Nowinski. Thank you for joining us, Chris.
I just constantly think I'm having deja vu, and then it turns out I'm not.
No.
I did genuinely already ask things.
Yeah, it happens. It
It
happens.
does
I've hit my head a few times. I've been there.
Okay.
Yep.
Tara, you ask Jeff to roleplay in the bedroom as a present-day WWE or AEW star. Who do you want Jeff to be?
I'm not 100% confident in my answer, but I'm sticking with it.
I'm assuming you pick.
I actually had to do it.
Nah. Fuck. I don't. The only person I'm like mildly attracted to in either company is Sonya Deville.
All right.
If that's not your answer, we'll defer to Dolph Ziggler.
What?
That's not
Just
what
the
I-
sexiest
that's-
man in wrestling.
Well, he's just a sex. Yeah, he's just quantifiably. I'm here to show the world.
You're thinking looks. I was thinking like attitude and behaviors.
The answer, if it's
Yeah.
not Sonya Deville, any final guesses?
If you were going off of personality,
Like the way they wrestle, the way they do things.
Otis.
What does it say about you? That like
Say something about
A dream version of you is Otis.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's just a more successful version of, I think, me being a fat, goofy weirdo.
The answer is Cesaro, the Swiss Superman.
Hey,
The Swiss Superman.
toss you around a little bit.
Swing your. Did you say swing her around a little bit?
Yeah, just toss you around a bit. Plus, he goes straight in a suit.
Oh my god.
Oh, this hurts. This hurts.
I
That's a good
asked
answer.
Tara if she'd be willing to share an embarrassing story about you. Do you know what she offered?
Hey, this what? This is hard.
This is the hardest one because you have no shame.
That's
You
true.
are a golden retriever. You think everything is great.
That's true. This doesn't have to do with Whoopi.
Yeah,
Just in general.
it could.
It's hard because I really don't get embarrassed that easily.
I said this in my answer.
Yeah.
Is it? Am I allowed to ask? Like, is it wrestling related?
I'd say yeah. It's wrestling related.
It's
It's
not going to
wrestling
be what I'm
related.
thinking then. Oh, I can think. You made a face like I was supposed to know something.
No, I'm curious.
Man, I have no clue. I was gonna say just that one H2O show where I had a real bad match with a very drunk Calaway Louie, and then I got to the back and sat far away from everybody because I didn't want to talk to anybody anymore. That was kind of embarrassing, but I don't think that's what you put.
No.
Please share your embarrassing story.
Was it when I threatened? No.
Did you give up?
Yeah, I give up. I don't know.
All right, please share the story.
We had a 6-person scramble match for Brawl Wrestling.
Oh yeah.
And I
tell that story constantly.
Yeah, I came out and I knew you were like 2 or 3 people after me, and then your music was just going, and you did not come out. And then eventually you came out and you were only wearing your singlet and your boots when you were wearing shorts and a shirt when I left. And I knew in that instant that you had an emergency poop.
Yep.
And you almost missed the match.
Yep. So it was a 6-way match, and I was number 5th in the entrance, and I thought I was good to go because most people have to pee before every match. My body just graduated, I guess. And I thought I was good to go. Like, once I get out there, I'll be good. And instead, as the 4th person was going, I turned to the person who was number 6. I go, this isn't going to wait. And I walked away. And I don't want to be too gross, but as I'm in the bathroom, I hear people go, your music's playing. And I just yelled, I know. And my way of playing it up was I walked out holding my shirt in my hand. And I just pretended I didn't know our match was at that time. And I just wasn't ready yet.
That's a great.
That was
moment. Yeah.
When we did our special media episode. That was Jay George's gimmick. Was that?
Yes, it was. Yes. This
was like
before that, I think. But yeah, I didn't even think about that.
All right. This is the last question. Name the wildest place, this is for Terra, you've ever wrestled, and the wildest place you've ever made Whoopi, and we have to guess which is which.
Who has to guess? Oh, we have to guess.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So you don't say which one is wrestling.
I just give 2 answers.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second.
I'm looking at my answers for this one because I can't remember.
I will say it's a bit of a trick question, given Jeff's provided.
Yeah. I've gotten boring.
Here, maybe you could just name one, and we'll have to guess.
I mean, okay.
If you wrestled there or made it. Darren, do you have a guess?
Barbados?
Do you think they wrestled at Gathering of Juggalos, or do you think they made Whoopi at Gathering of the Juggalos?
Both.
Do I answer or do you answer?
You can answer.
Yeah, it's both. I'm pretty sure we've made both together, right?
Sick.
It's like
those shows, you're so sleep deprived and you're so like overheating, and there's so many drugs being done everywhere.
Yeah.
Not by me. Not by me.
But just like the aura of drugs.
Yeah. Yeah.
The sex is in the air.
They kind of get really blurry. I don't.
See,
I feel like we definitely did.
We
though.
did because I'm not a very sexual being, but this is a sex podcast at this point.
Yeah, this is a sex show, Love Line.
I remember being like, I want to tell people I had sex at the gathering of the Juggalo, so I'm positive.
Sick.
You
Well,
never
sick.
Just
Sick.
just like at the
Sick.
so before my first gathering, before we were dating, I purposely downloaded Tinder before I went to the gathering because I was like, looking for the Juggalo woman. And then you get there, and I was so enamored by everything else, I forgot I even had it. So, what
That's
the
really
wait?
funny.
You could have matched with Miss Juggalette.
I could have. Miss Juggalo 2000, I think 16 was my first. 17 was my first one. I forget.
All those shirtless men, all those wet t-shirt contests. I mean, it's a sexy week.
All the
The
net.
smell of paint in the air.
Yeah.
So.
Well, now we
Brett,
turn
what
the
was the
table.
score? Well, Brett, what was the score?
So,
Did you keep score?
I did keep score.
Oh.
We got Terra has 3 that she got, and Jeff guessed 3. Sorry,
Okay.
it is very confusing.
Oh
And
my
Terra
God.
guessed all of them. So
Really?
Congratulations. I believe so.
Well,
Hornswoggle.
Not the embarrassing one.
Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. So
Jesus
4 out of 5.
Christ.
I got
4 out of 5.
I just want to say, there was a time in comedy where, like, if it didn't work in comedy, you just became a game show host. That door was never open for you, Brett.
Easier said than. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, but with the Newlywed Game, don't we add our scores and that it's like us versus you guys?
Yeah.
So
we have
you would have a score of.
Uh-oh. Did we lose Brett?
Did we lose you?
Oh no!
Well, I think. So
no.
we add your scores up. Well, it got you. So I think it's 7 out of 10, right?
Yeah.
7 out of 10, and we each have. So we have 10 questions, Brett. Right? So it's going to be
The right ones.
Yeah.
I
Let's
guess
zoom
this is
through
it.
these. All right.
This is the only one I have, though.
Yeah, that's all right. I have the
Okay.
other one on my phone.
Okay.
I recommend doing it one at a time because switching back and forth is very confusing.
Well, if Tara reads like questions for Brett and Jeff reads questions for me, I think it'll work fine. I think it'll be much less confusing.
Perfect.
I have a lot of faith in them as opposed to it's okay. It's all right. We're getting through it.
Wait,
Valentine's
so-
Day.
So these are you're gonna ask to Brett.
We asked. Okay. This is to Brett.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have a way to keep score, or do you have a better
Yeah.
mind than
I
do?
have. Hang on, I have Notepad.
Great.
We just want to be
Keeping
ready.
Score. Thank you.
Yep.
Lord knows we're not.
I mean, we should have figured this out beforehand, but you know.
Well, that's well, we should have figured it out too. But yeah, we're working on it.
All right. So who's going first? Who wants to go first?
I'll say Darren goes first.
I'll go first.
All right. I have Darren's first question here. Who is Darren's favorite problematic wrestling figure?
Bobby the Brain Heenan.
He's problematic.
You ever hear what he has to say about Tito Santana?
It's fair.
That would be.
I thought I definitely got this because
I actually
earlier
thought
in
you
the
did,
show
too.
you said that your favorite problematic wrestling person was Jim Cornette.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah,
he's not my favorite. Bobby Heenan is my favorite one.
I
New
think
Jack
that's
would probably
fine.
be number 2. I don't think Jim Cornette's problematic.
Oh God.
That's what? He's just freedom of speech. What did he say?
You're incorrect.
What did he say?
Oh no.
Okay.
I think you deduct a point off of our final score from that.
Yeah. When
All right.
at the beginning of the show, when you said Jim Cornette, I was like, oh, they got one down on us already. So I'm glad to know I was mistaken.
Yeah, he's
All
not
right.
my favorite, but that's okay.
Do you look like a game show host?
Okay. Brett, when you enter a room, which wrestling theme do you demand be played?
I'm gonna say Real Man's Man. William Regal, blue collar gimmick.
It's not incorrect, but it's not the answer.
Darren, would you like to tell him what you put down, or do you remember what you put down?
I did. I put down Sexy Boy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I guess it depends how many drinks you've had.
Yeah, I don't get Sexy Boy until I'm like
You're one and a half drinks in.
yeah.
I think I'm cute.
And I do like strip and everything.
Yeah, it's nice. But still for God. Still. That's it. He's up there.
If Darren were a wrestling animal belonging to a member of the Hart family, what would he be? Matilda, the British Bulldog, Terrible Ted, the wrestling bear, Chi-Chi, Stu Hart's tiger, or Mr. Money, Teddy Hart's kitty cat?
Oh, definitely don't want to be Teddy Hart's anything. I'm gonna have to say Terrible Ted, because I feel like I just kind of like to lay around all day and then maybe do one thing once in a while. Terrible Ted is my answer.
That's a point on the board for you, Terrible Ted.
Whoa!
Permanently
All right.
muzzled.
Yeah, under the stairs. Yeah, that's me.
Oh.
I pre-read this question and now I'm gonna have fun saying it.
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
All right, Brett. No matter what any cruiserweight wants you to believe, in the bedroom, just like in the wrestling ring, size matters. Which 1995 WWF performer best describes the size of your member? Is it 1, Big Daddy Cool? 2, 1, 2, 3, Kid? 3, Mr. Bob Backlund? 4, Dink? 5, Henry O. Godwin.
Also known as Hog.
Yeah.
I also known
want
as
to point
Hog.
out, Darren, I really like that after Dick, you put an exclamation point.
You know, I'm gonna say he ain't the biggest, but he could go all night. Mr. 60-minute match, Bob Backlund.
That's right.
It's another
That
point
is
on the board.
Another point.
That's the one I picked. Yep. I picked Bob Backlund because, like your penis, he's pale and pink.
Yep.
Pale pink penis.
And ginger, surprisingly.
Yeah, it's nice.
And now I know you can go all night.
Yeah.
So it's, we're all learning something.
Ew.
Darren.
This sucks. Okay, yeah. Let's go. Let's do
I
it.
feel like your guys' questions for yourselves was a little dirtier than ours, and I think she appreciates
I
that.
did more. Mine are really.
Which-
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Which wrestling theme describes Darren making whoopee? I'm an ass man, I'm the Mountie, Nation of Domination, or I Walk Alone.
I'm going to say the Mountie because no matter what my skills are, I'm always celebrating and very confident. Saying the Mountie. Am I wrong?
So what Brett thought you would put was I'm an ass man.
He wishes.
Good job,
Boy.
Okay.
All right. Well, trying.
All right, Brett. You just won your first WWE World Championship, and now it's time for you to live. Oh my God!
Wait, first, why are there's like insults before the question is even asked? It's like, Brett, size doesn't matter. I said I am no longer a cruiserweight. I weighed myself the other day, and yeah,
That's fun.
used to be real
Proud of you.
skinny.
We love your body. We love your body.
So you just won your first WWE World Championship, and now it's time for your live whoopee celebration on Raw. However, it's Legends Night, and all the current wrestlers are partying with the Nature Boy. So Brett, so you can only choose one of the legends as your partner. Who, living or dead, do you pick?
Well, okay. First off, the legends right now are like 26 years old. It can be like Alicia Fox, but I know that's not the answer Darren wants.
How do you know?
I'm gonna say I just assume you wouldn't guess I would want to have a live sex celebration with I don't know any one of those people. I think it's New Jersey native Tammy Lynn Sitch.
Wow, that was a good one. No, Who did I pick? I forget.
The answer was Bull Nakano.
Oh, that's a better. Yeah.
Brett's always saying he thinks
Better.
Bull Nakano is hot.
Yep, it's true.
She was, yeah, cool. Yeah, very cool, very hot.
Cool,
Have you seen
cool.
her
In the
recently?
80s and then very like
Tammy,
now.
Tammy is definitely the right answer though for you.
I mean, we know
Oh.
Tam. It's a live sex celebration. She's gonna be less shy. Maybe
It's really
more
bad.
fun.
I'm sorry.
You know,
I'm sorry.
Bolzano's wife material.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought you were classy, Brett.
Have you seen Bull Nakano recently?
Yeah, I'm saying
gorgeous.
Bolzano now. Yeah,
That's what she says.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
She's not scary anymore.
That's fair.
No.
Mm-hmm. Although
So-
she'll still put on the makeup every now and then.
Does she?
Growl.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
I like that.
That moved her up on my list too. If Darren had to adopt a masked wrestling persona, what would it be?
If I'm saying I have to. Oh, the Midnight Rider.
I think this is
Midnight
if you had an original masked persona. Is that correct, Brett?
Yes.
Original.
Yeah.
Like
So
you can't be wrestling as Darren. You have to be a mystery man.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be a mask?
Well, it would be a mask. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was so much more confusing.
Throw maybe like a weird mask on with some like random teeth. Like be Son of Ralphus, El Hijo del Ralphus.
Gee, you are correct on that one, sir.
Was it really? Really? El Hijo del Ralphus, was that the one?
Yeah, and that's why I was like, oh, does it not have to be a mask? Because I didn't think you'd have a mask for Ralph.
Well,
there you go.
Either if I don't wear the mask,
one of those like destroyer masks. It's like kind of like lopsided.
Chewed through a little bit, yeah.
Well done.
Oh boy, not bad.
All right. You were on an 18-hour flight and you're stuck in the middle seat between two wrestling personalities who both want to talk. On your left, the best case scenario. On your right, the worst case scenario. Who are these two chatty Cathys?
Oh wow, what a good question.
That is a good one.
Best case scenario. Gosh. I mean, I know it was said before, but maybe Bobby the Brain Heenan? And worst case scenario, God, the option.
It's the options.
Oh, the options.
I'm gonna eschew history and maybe go with like one of the current, like I don't know, one of those like QAnon guys.
Close, honestly, close.
Yeah, I'll say, what's his name? Jackson Riker.
Oh, not quite. No, you missed both. The answers I chose for you were on your best case scenario, Daniel Bryan.
Oh
Good
yeah,
choice, too. Good choice.
And then your worst case scenario, his tag team partner, Libertarian Kane.
and then they hug each other and
I should have made the question tag team, but then but whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, it'd be too obvious.
Yeah, probably. I do like that you did write Libertarian Kane, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No room
There's a
for
difference. There's a difference.
Honestly, I would love to hang out with Cade.
Yeah, I'd
Hey,
probably like
Brad,
that.
did you see my post on Gab today? It's a shame what they're doing to free speech.
I mean, if we're gonna cross out all the libertarian wrestlers, that really limits your options of who
You have
you
Daniel
can talk
Bryan,
to.
and that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking like the good guy, I mean, the bad guys. I mean, I was worried that you would pick who would be the worst person to sit on an 18-hour flight with if they wanted to talk to you, which by far Vince Russo.
Oh
No, it could be
yeah.
worse. Imagine listening to that voice.
But, yo, you
But-
want to see my upskirts?
Oh God! Oh God! I'm so sad.
This one's from today.
Oh no.
I'll fight him too. Brian last, I'll kick your ass. Vince Russo, I'll kick yours too. Come at me, bitch. Sorry, I gotta stop calling people bitch. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Jim Cornette doesn't know if he's cheering for you or not at that point, I feel like.
He doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Well, Darren, I have one more question for you.
Okay.
Who is Darren's dream wrestling girlfriend?
My dream wrestling girlfriend. Oh, this is tough. Because I don't really have a lot of. Oh, well, there are a lot of wrestlers today I like. I mean, I always, Sarah Logan was always kind of my girl. But I think if Brett's picking who my dream girlfriend, I think he's going to choose someone a little more glamorous. I'm going to go with glamour girl, Judy Martin.
I thought you were getting there, but no, it is Missy Hyatt.
Oh, yeah, that's true. She would be a great. She'd be a great girlfriend.
She appeared on our worst Royal Rumble episode. She was just so charming. Knew a lot about history.
She did.
Wow.
Yep. Her entrant in the worst Royal Rumble was Napoleon.
Jesus.
She loves history. And we love you, Missy. If you're out there listening, you're not. You can't. You don't know. You definitely don't know how. That's all right.
So
We got
I'm
one more
100%
question.
gonna butcher this.
I want to hear you say it now.
Okay.
Did I?
I apologize.
No, you did right.
I apologize because I just wouldn't. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce this properly, and I feel really bad about it. Like All Japan legend Genichiro Tenryu.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh. Once said, "Nothing goes together like wrestling and romance." What is your dream Japanese style war date? Who is it with? Where do you go? And what do you eat?
Well, see, I would definitely answer Bull Nakano for this. And I'd eat whatever she slaughters for me.
Okay.
But because we've already covered Bull Nakano,
Playing the game.
I guess I'd have to go with who would easily be my coolest girlfriend, Maki Ito. And we'd I don't know. What was the second part of the question? What would our date be?
Where do you go?
Where do we go? And so this is in Japan.
Not necessarily.
Okay. I don't know. I guess Disneyland Japan? Is there a Tokyo Disneyland?
Before we answer, let's keep going.
That's
And what
your
would you
dream
eat?
date.
That makes me sound like a fucking monster. Because I like Maki Ito, but I don't get the whole thing. But if my dream is to take a girl in one of those weird maid outfits to Disneyland, that says something. It says a lot about it. She wears that kind of I don't know. It's a Japanese culture thing that I just totally miss. But yeah, and then we go to Disney.
What would you eat?
Churros. No, we go to Toy Story Pizza Planet, and then we play the claw game and pull out those aliens.
That's actually, you know what? That's very. The last part was close. I did pick Maki Ito, and then I thought you would do the classic Brett: tasty hand pulled noodles in Chinatown Fair.
See, I was thinking we're in Tokyo.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't. That wasn't specified in the question.
Yeah.
This is why we're getting divorced.
If you're living in New York City and you want a great date, I've recommended it to many people. Go to Tasty Hand Pulled Noodles on Wondoyer Street in Chinatown. Then after that, once your belly's full, go around the corner to Chinatown Fair. Support local businesses.
I think Chinatown Fair may have closed, but let's hope not.
I think it did.
Yeah, I think it did. the last arcade in New York City, but maybe it'll come back.
So I'll leave this to you, Darren. Do you guys get a point for that one?
You get a third of a point.
We get a third of a point.
Okay.
Although you were close with the picking the guys, the stuffed animals with the claw hand. That's like
true.
a game at Chinatown Fair.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
But you were still wrong.
All right. So Darren, you had 2, and Brett, you had 1 1/3.
Okay.
So
I guess
we
that would be
lost.
opposite. Right? Yeah. We had 7. You guys had 3 1/3.
All right. Well, that means we got to get divorced. This
Oh,
is it.
sorry, guys.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is it. No, it's better. It's better off that way. Let's see what Lord Al has to say.
Evening would not have been complete without the ceremonial cutting of the cake.
This doesn't even have to do with anything.
You just had that clip and you knew we were ending.
Yeah, I knew we had one more clip left. Well,
I'm happy to have a platonic fandom of Maki Ito moving forward. But I'll be rooting for this Monday. That's my plug for this week. Check that out. So AEW puts these matches on actual TV. But I'm gonna offer it to the group. And Darren, you got your WFMU show. What do you got planned this week?
nothing. I got nothing planned Saturday into Sunday. Getting ready for the WFMU Marathon, which starts on my birthday, March 6th. Coming up in 2 weeks, I guess. So we'll be talking about that more in the next week or two. But get your donations ready because I'm gonna need your money. It's been a tough year at WFMU, so we need this to be a huge marathon. Again, that's going to be March 6th to I think the 23rd, 22nd. It's somewhere around there. It's 2 weeks long, so. Yeah, but this week on the show, since my show is on Valentine's Day, I will be playing love songs.
Aww.
But yeah, that's it.
All right, Terra, any plugs?
Yeah, if you just want to check out Dropkick Depression on all social media and dropkickdepression.com.
Yeah, you could make a donation. You could help support a great cause. And it's a 401k. That's tax deductible, right? Is that what that
Get it
means?
off them taxes.
We are New Jersey registered, but we are not 401k registered yet. It is pending.
Oh, never mind. Don't donate.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, you're not getting anything off those taxes.
Not
yet.
Now.
And Jeff, what about you?
I have nothing this weekend for the first time in a long time, which I'm okay with. But I guess if you want, Twitter and Instagram is just at Jeff Cannonball. And pretty soon, and I haven't said this online yet, but if people are listening to me and care about me at all, a Jeff Cannonball soda is actually being made, and I'm getting
Oh my God.
way more sent to me than I expected. I was asked if I have room for a pallet. I didn't know I was that serious. And so please stay tuned to all my social media. So when I have that, I don't have 1,400 sodas sitting in my garage for the next couple of years.
One of my favorite lockdown, quarantine, COVID year things is Jeff Cannonball's short soda reviews. I look forward to them every time they come out. So big fan. Love that.
It's all I got.
Yeah.
No, it's great.
Do you have one handy that you could try out? Do a live quick soda review?
Do you want me to grab something?
Do you have Coke? Do you have Coke Zero? That's my favorite soda.
I don't have that on me.
Oh fuck.
Neither
do. I got Diet Pepsi right now. That's what was on sale at ShopRite this week.
I was drinking water. I'm sorry. I'm boring.
Okay, what do we got?
Oh, I've got a Faygo Arctic Sun 2-liter because that's what somebody sent to me.
That living room's about to get soaking wet.
Yeah.
So, for the live wrestling club short soda review, I'm drinking a Faygo Arctic Sun. It's refreshing.
Oh wow!
All right,
I can't believe
and that's
it.
all
I got chills. I got chills.
No.
I want to say, Have you ever? Before we go, have you ever seen the Fago Bash? ICP had at Woodstock '99. They do a table spot. You should check it out. It's really violent.
I probably watched it when I was a kid, but I don't remember.
It's
I'll watch it, though.
It's the first and only table spot at Woodstock. They didn't do it in '69. They didn't do it in '94, but turned out Joe Cockers doesn't like that kind of wrestling. He's more of a purist, but.
Hey, I had some of those. Fago makes like great, like old school sodas too.
Yeah.
I had some of those. Delicious, wonderful.
I think I've liked almost every Fago I've had, except for like chocolate pie or something. It was disgusting.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you can follow Terra Calaway on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow Jeff Cannonball's quick reviews at Darren Maybe at Brett Davis RIP. Darren, why don't you take us out?
All right, for Brett and Tara and Jeff, I'm Darren Maybe. We'll be back next week, Thursday night, with a new episode of Wrestling Club. Thank you so much. See you then. Bye.
Happy Valentine's Day.